Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today we have a brand new episode of Bungo Stray Dogs to talk about. Woohoo! I'm so fucking buzzing. Best episode so far. Favorite. This is honestly my favorite episode so far, and it's not because I am 100% biased in the fact that my favorite arc has just been introduced. Yes. I am so fucking buzzing. Here we fucking go. I am so fucking happy. See the fucking teaser that came out on Monday, and just the wee clips of fucking Fyodor and Nikolai and all that. It's they might actually do this well. Yes. So I am just so fucking happy. But anyway, let's actually just talk about the rest of the episodes first before we get to obviously the bits where I am so super fucking happy about. Clearly, I don't think I'm actually going to complain today, which is actually good. Yay! The only normal complaint is the fact that as we start off the episode, I have to talk about Fukuji. But anyway, so yeah. So we'll start off where last episode left off with Fukuji, cutting down the lockers and whatnot, trying to find Aya. And then he's like, maybe this was a test. Maybe this was all set up by the ADA to think that somebody was here. And then it was just yeah, that is definitely what could happen, because once again, he calls Rampo a fucking brat. What is with the hunting dogs calling Rampo a brat? Leave him alone. So here comes the plane coming in from Europe, and yes, sorry. See, as a manga reader, see when these guys appeared and it was the hot guy with the patch, it was yes, and it was just so nice to see him again. God, it's so long ago. It's 2 years ago, but yeah. It's hi. I've missed you. But anyway, so we're cutting back to Ashley and talking to Rampo and whatnot, and being how's this actually going to work? How can we go against the the Europeans? Surely they must have gifted guards and whatnot. They're transporting a very important thing, and Rampo's just I feel a bit fine. All we need is 1 wee second just to divert them, and it'll be fine, tickety boo. Because let's just act like terrorists. It's hey, everyone thinks we're terrorists. Why not just play up to it? So then we have a lovely big explosion at the airport. Just, as you do, casually. And it just turns out that, Kunikita is the one that just set it off. Here's a fuel tanker. Let's just, fucking set that alight. Why not? Right on the runway and everything. So, yeah. So, obviously, with the fact that stuff is blown up, right? Fukuji's just great, what the fuck was that? Trying to, get in contact with Terku and Tetsu. And then radio systems are jammed, so you can't get through. And it's haha, you little bitch. You're now going to have to investigate. And that's what he does, because he's I can't leave. It's I can't leave Bram, but I need to go investigate this, because this is clearly going to go wrong and whatnot. So he's right, so he leaves Bram. And it's sorry. And then we just get the point of view of the guys in the plane, and then see the explosion. Well, they hear about the explosion, they don't see it, they hear it. And it's just yeah, fuck that. The radio systems are jammed, there's an explosion and stuff like that. Yeah, no. Abort, we don't need this. Because Rambo's just yeah, they only need 1 wee excuse, and then that's fine. They'll just deliver it another day. Fukuji wants it delivered today. The UN's not really bothered when it gets delivered, as long as it gets delivered, as long as it's delivered safely. So as soon as they found out that terrorists are there, obviously they're going to go, well, no, this isn't safe for us. Let's go. So we then cut to Aya, sitting in the coffin, and here comes Bram. Well, I say here he comes. He can't go anywhere. He just starts talking and trying to be a wee menacing little thing. bless him, he's just like, I am like the epitome of evil and everything like that. You shall tell me what you're here for. If not, I shall take your blood as payment. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Bram. Sorry, I love Bram so much, but see, like, in this bit, I just can't take him fucking seriously. But it is, like, the beginning of, like, a blossoming, beautiful, like, friendship, and, oh, yes, they fucking, like, nailed it this episode, and, yes. But yeah, I need to, like, Bram to be, like, more menacing, because mostly I just want to listen to fucking Kendra Suda just be fucking menacing. I just need him to talk. That's it. Like, I'm gonna be shameless here. I just need him to talk more. Oh, but yeah. So we cut back to the fucking Europeans, like, on the plane, and the guy flying the plane starts, like, coughing up blood, and, like, blood is coming out everywhere. And it's like, oh fuck, I've been poisoned. Hey, hot guy, can you take over? Oh no, he's already dead. Great, thanks Fyodor, thanks for that. Because it's like, wow, I wonder who got ahead of the game and poisoned the coffee for the flight attendants. I wonder. Because now the plane is crashing into the fucking airport. But it doesn't matter, because Terika and Techu, they're on a car just going down the runway, and Techu just being so fucking cool. Like, he's fucking cool. Don't come at me. He's fucking cool. Using his ability and chopping up the whole fucking plane, like, into little fucking pieces. Oh, so good. He looks good doing it too. This is just like an episode for everyone to look fucking good, and it's a blessing, but also it's like, can you stop looking so good? Like, shit's going down. Oh, so the place is falling apart into pieces and whatnot, and fucking One Order's just casually falling through the air, and Arso picks it up, just lovely grabs it in the air. Fuck off. So Kunikita is, like, on the phone again to Rambo and fucking Andrew, just being like, hey, the worst scenario's happened. The plane was crashing. It's now torn up to pieces. I think Fukichi's now got One Order. Like, what the fuck do we do? And Rambo just hangs up the phone. Poor Kunikita. He's like, hello, Rambo, can you hear me? What do I do? And Rambo just goes, nah, hangs up. Obviously, then that's when he starts cursing out fucking Fyodor, because obviously that's the only person who can fucking see through his plans and stuff like that. And he's just like, God damn you, Fyodor, why didn't we get you during the cannibalism arc? Because it's shite. But anyway. Oh, but it doesn't matter because, haha, to Fukichi, because he tries to open One Order, just be like, cool, I'm going to open this up and we're going to activate it. It's going to be, like, the best. No, you can't do that, because there is, like, a dimensional disruption ability, like, enforced around it, so you can't use it, And he's like, who's done this? Like, and then you just get this lovely little bit of Dazai, like, you see his bag and he turns around and it's just looking so good. It's like, oh, you sneaky little bitch. He looks too good. And it's just like, that little fucking smirky thing, yes, sorted. And then we get into the OP. Like, we have a good, like, chunk of the episode, like, already done. Like, I think it was, like, 7 minutes or something like that. Because I was like, how long has this been? Because I generally thought that we weren't getting an OP, and then it's like, oh, here we go, 7 minutes in, cool. Just a third of the episode's already gone, but hey. Oh, and then once we come back, we have fucking Ango. And it's like, yes, Ango, here we go. Oh, and he's just like talking to them all and be like, yeah, can you like basically put this like safety lock on One Order, because, well, I think the UN would agree that it'd be a little bit like, it's not very safe to give this highly, like, corruptive, abusive weapon to somebody, a soldier from a different country of origin from, like, the device. It's like, like, do you not think that's a smart idea? Like, all I'm asking is for a little safety precaution, and so that it's like, see if the worst thing actually happens, then it can be used. I.e., if the vampires, like, go on attack, like, you know, like, it has to be used at the final moment, you know? And then they're like, yeah, that's fine. Like, we kind of agree with you there, right? But this is on the orders of, like, Chief Kanaka, right? Because he's awake now, right? And, yeah, Ferry is not. He is still in a coma, basically. Like, he is still hooked up to machines. And I just love, like, this bit. Like, you just get fucking Dazai's hands just going over his shoulders and going, like, this is, like, the perfect time to lie. It's okay. And it's like, oh, yes. And here we go. Ango just going in for the lie. It's like, mate, you are built to lie. You've been, like, a fucking triple spy, mate. Like, you should not be worried about fucking lying. And then has a fucking cheek to be like, yeah, Tanaka better wake up or else I'm gonna be like, he's fucked. Oh, but see when he looks at fucking Dazai's picture, like, oh, it hurts because it's just like what your friendship could have really been, but no, this was how things had to work out. Oh, but Rambo just being like, at least we had, like, the Dazai, like, safety net of the fact that he's in contact with Ango, and Ango can obviously have, like, pull a lot of strings within the government. Like, thank fuck for that. But, oh, which then leads us on to the best part. Because, speaking of Dazai, having all the fun that he's having outside of the world, let's go back to the fucking prison when he's inside. Yes, here we fucking go. Here begins my favourite fucking arc. Yes! Oh, so here we go. We're in the prison. Dazai's looking way too fucking pretty in prison, as usual. And he's complaining that there's, like, he's bored, he's got nothing to do now because they've talked about everything. So, him and Fyodor should, like, do the thing now. And, like, Fyodor's just like, the thing? And it's like, yeah, like, one of us should die. As you do, you know, just, like, casually bringing it up with your pal. She's like, do you know what? I'm bored. Yeah, I agree, yeah. What if I should just die? It will make it more interesting. And the fact that when Fyodor agrees, does, like, look so fucking happy. Like, see that little cute-ass fucking moment, like, the wee rosy cheeks and shit? Mate, stop looking so adorable because you want to die. Well, you know, in this context. It's like, yes, let's be happy because we could die. Oh, and then it's like just talking. It's like, oh yeah, this would be like a perfect time to escape. Whoop, and there we go. There's Fyodor just disappearing through the ground, and it's just like, wait, Fyodor, where'd you go? Hello. And then a lovely little circle under Dazai's feet, and then patwink, he falls through the fucking hole, lands on his fucking face with his arse in the air, like. Beautiful. Even to the point, like, I love the fact that they added in the fact that Dazai had, like, a wee red mark all over his face because obviously he landed on his face. Like, but, here we go. Nikolai just being so fucking buzzing the fact that he's now worked out how to use his ability, like, on Dazai as long as the ring doesn't actually touch him, like, he's all fucking good. And he's just so happy. It's like, but it's worked. And it's like, hi! Oh no, that was more me. I'm like, yes! And then the fact that Nikolai calls, like, Sigma his, like, assistant, and Sigma's like, who are you fucking calling assistant, mate? Sigma would be like, hey, do you not want to, like, explain it to them about, like, what's going on? But it's Dazai Fyodor. You don't actually need to explain it, and he's just looking at them like, how the fuck did you get this? And, oh, here we go. One of the best little scenes. It's like, so, what exactly are you doing here and whatnot? Nikolai grabbing fucking Fyodor's hands and just being like, I've missed you, bestie. It's like, yes! They've done this scene so much justice. I'm so fucking happy. Like, fucking Fyodor has a more expressive face than I think he's ever fucking had. And it's brilliant. Like, Bones, what was it that you put into this episode? Like, why can't you do this for other bits? Oh god, I said I wasn't going to complain, but I've still made a dig. Leave me be. But, oh, and then it's like, oh yes, Misty, I've missed you so much. I love you. I'm here to kill you. And it's like, yes. Literally the moment I started loving Nikolai in the manga when I read that, because it was like, up until that point, I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about you. I don't really like you. And in this scene alone, it's just like, yes, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Like, oh, so fucking happy. Can you tell? Like, it's so good. Also, that's like his little wow. Like, it's like he literally does the fourth wall break, turns round, and then literally basically just looks at us and just goes, wow. And also, it reminded me when he said meow and fucking Dead Apple. That's what the vibe was. But like, oh, sorry. This is making like no fucking sense, but I'm just so fucking happy. But I'm just rambling like absolute fucking nonsense because it makes me so fucking happy. But this is like the best time for me. Like, my favorite arc is set off good. Like, I'm scared if this is like the best it can be. Like, this is the peak, and then they're going to ruin the rest of the arc. But the fact they've started it off so well, I have hope. But then that's a stupid thing for me to say. I've just realised that because Bones are going to ruin it. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they ruin my favourite arc? Fuck. Right, anyway, here we go. That can calm me down a little bit. Oh, but anyway, that's like going like, oh, you have like awesome friends. And then it's like, right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a like prison death game. Like, Nikolai just setting up this like prison escape, and Dazai's just so fucking happy. He's just like, oh, you do have good friends. If you're just like, I know, right? Honestly, it's so good. I love just how fucking chaotic it all is. And poor Sigma just there in the corner like, how is this my life right now? Oh, but anyway, we cut to Aya and Bram, and it's like, Bram's still like trying to be fucking intimidating. And like, they're still like in the coffin and whatnot. And he's trying to be intimidating, like, just be like, yes, I am all this evil and everything like that. And then he just fucking gives up and he just goes, yeah, I just can't be fucked trying to do this anymore. I want to go for a sleep. Good night. And I was just like, why are you like that? You have like nothing. And it's just like, how do you wash your face in the morning? And he's like, I don't. And it's just like, gross. Well, obviously. How the fuck is he meant to wash his face unless fucking Fukushi washes his face every morning? That would actually be really funny. I want that to be like a wee mini Wan thing. Although, speaking of Wan, did you see like the fucking picture they put up, and it's like what Aya actually took the photo of, and it's like there was like a filter on fucking Fukushi, and it's like all the sparkles and shit. That's great. But anyway, so because like Arso Ai Fukuchi has now found out that in order to use one order, like the vampires have to attack. So he's fucking like running back to Bram, being like, right, fine, if I'm not allowed to use one order now, I'll just set off the vampires early. Like, suck it, bitches. Because I'm a big fucking Wayne, and I just don't like it if I don't get my toys correctly and whatnot. He's putting the dummy out like he's just a twat. But it doesn't matter because he goes to try and collect Bram, He's missing. Yeah, he is. Because I has nicked him and Bram's on the run. Oh, Bram's on the run. Honestly, it's just great just seeing fucking Aya just running with fucking Bram on her back like a fucking backpack. It's beautiful. Oh, and then with that we have like the cut back to the prison with Sigma just being like, how am I the sanest person here? And it's like, bestie, like that's a fucking mood. Like it's bad if you're the sanest person in the room because like they're so fucking buzzing to start this fucking death game. Like the whole like injections and everything, like Fyodor and Dazai just being like, yeah, so it's like shoot him up and whatnot. It's like, honestly, Sigma is like the mood for this whole fucking arc. Like everyone's just so fucking batshit crazy and he is the only sane person in this room. But Nikolai's just like, I'm so sorry you're getting involved with this, Dad. Like, I'm just really wanting to kill Fyodor, but this is the only way that I can get him to take the fucking poison so that he can die. But, yeah. Oh, so that whole kicks off. We get the start of the fucking death game, and it's like, yes. And Sigma just standing there like, what the fuck? Mood, Sigma, mood. And then we cut to the ending of the episode and we have Aya trying to escape with Bram, but because like Arso being in a little mood that he is, like told all his wee vampire fucking airport staff to be like, hey, shut down everything, like check everybody, we need to find Bram, we need to get him back, because I can't start the fucking like invasion without him, which means I can't get one order. So I was like trying to find a way to escape with Bram. Bram just being the little cheeky bitch that he is, honestly. Just being like, yes, you little lowly thief. Bram, shut up. But then when he finds out that like Aya is only 10 years old and he's like, why does a 10-year-old like you like fight? And then we get the fucking glimpses of how arsehole of a dad she has. Like, the absolute arsehole that he is. I fucking hate him. He's a fucking prick. Like, I feel so bad for Aya, but see the fact that she still has all this, like, determination and whatnot is honestly so fucking admirable. And that's what she said. She's like, this is the only thing I have to offer, so I need to ask the people around me to help make things better because I just don't want to live in a shitty place, essentially. Which is fair enough. So obviously it's like, right, Bram, I need your help because this is partially your fault. So if you help me, we can help everyone else. And he kind of gives in and just goes like, fine. Because he's like, well, I don't think you could give me what I want. And then Aya starts crying. It's because she's just like, no, I need to do this. She doesn't beg or anything like that apart. She's just crying. And Bram, being a fucking softie, because he is a softie at heart, gives in and goes, right, you might not be able to get it for me, but I'll tell you anyway, right? And then he goes on about the fucking mechanical orchestra that is the radio. And he's just describing it, and he's, oh, this is one of my favourite Bram moments. Bram in fucking space. Like, yes! Also, Bram just looks far too nice in this fucking scene as well. Honestly, Bones are just making sure that he looks pretty, like, at all times. I approve, but does he really need to look so pretty? It's just rude. But, so I was just like, a radio? I think my dad used to use one of them. Here's an iPod. Well, this too, there you go. Plugs it into his ears, starts the music. By the way, the tie-in with the fucking ED song, oh, absolute fucking perfect. To then go with one of my favourite panels of Bram, the fucking mind explosion of him in space listening to fucking music for the first time, like digitally and all that. Oh, yes! So good! So good! And then the fact that this is how the episode ends and then just like ties back into the like the credits and whatnot. It's like, oh, chef's kiss. So fucking perfect. Oh, but yeah, absolute fucking buzzing. And that's obviously now the end of the episode. But as we get the ED playing, but I fucking love this episode. So fucking good. This is honestly my favourite episode for a while, and I'm just like so happy. I think obviously it has a high bias of the fact that this is like going into my favourite arc, and also it's kind of a soft spot for me because if you don't know, I do chapter reviews like every month, and when I started doing them, the first proper chapter was with the prison game starting. So it holds a very soft spot, and the fact that that was almost 2 years ago is like, holy fuck, I've been doing these chapter reviews for like 2 years. Oh my god, imagine that. But yeah, things have changed since then. Things have definitely changed since then. But yeah, so let me know your wee thoughts down below. I would love to hear them. Also, is it quite nice for the fact that I didn't really complain that much this time? And since it's near the end of the video, I can now talk about one little spoiler because I wanted to talk about it during the bit, but I was going to be nice to non-manga people. So if you're anime only, you can kind of tune out now because I want to just have a little mini ramble about one teeny little thing. So, hey. But yeah, so, manga people, the fucking bit with Chuya. See the fact that you can actually tell, like, it is him. You can just kind of see the ginger fucking hair, right? Oh, down the fucking corridor, and it's... Oh, I am just buzzing, honestly. I'm just thinking about how when we saw that, like, 2 years ago, and we were all like, oh my god, that's Chuya, it has to be Chuya. Is it Chuya? No, it has to be Chuya, because obviously he's not wearing, like, his normal Port Mafia outfit. And it's like, oh... Honestly, yes, so buzzing. But anyway, right, I could just like scream about that, but we'll have that in a couple of weeks, obviously. Yes. Oh, fucking. Actually, would it be 2 weeks time or maybe next week? Who knows when that review is going to happen. It's going to at least be the next 2 episodes. Oh, so anyway, another episode done. We'll have the other one next week. And if you like more content, I have a lovely big playlist with all the episodes that I've done about Bungo Stray Dogs. We have separate ones for all episodes and whatnot. But yeah, so if you like that, like the video, comment, and subscribe. Woohoo! So anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.